In our top story, we look at Rampart's parking lot and student freedom of expression, as well as the new wrestling mats, our live sports broadcast team, DECA competition season, and food service changes in the district.
All of this and more on this week's Kram. Welcome back, Rampart. This is Sean Schrader.
And this is Rogan Harris. Sophia Shoemaker wanted to paint a religious quote on her senior parking spot and use religious imagery.
Under the previous policy, you could not have religious or political quotes or imagery on your parking spot, but Sophia Shoemaker fought to get the rules changed.
Morgan Spooner has the story.
Painting senior parking spots is seen as a way of self-expression. The rules and policy for expression are changing. District 20 has recently changed the policy around senior parking spots due to a concern of a student's rights.
Fighting for this was really important to me just because I feel like students should have an equal opportunity to express themselves and then also in their education. So I feel like if other school districts could do something, so should we. The group that was supporting me was First Liberty. It's a free law firm for any religious cases, and I found them through the news because there was a girl named Sabrina and she lived in New York and she had a similar case like mine. And so once I saw that they were kind of similar, then I reached out to them and we got the whole process started. I originally had a group of fish and then one was backwards, and that kind of resembles people not being able to speak about Christ. They usually draw a fish backwards in the sand. And now I have the parable of the lost sheep in Luke 15 and then my name.
Staff and admin expand more on where the policy came from and what changes have been made to it. The senior parking spot tradition started 3 school years ago with the class of 2024. And in this tradition, we were basically given guidelines from the district level that Ms. Sanders approved, our admin approved, the district approved. And in that year, everything went really well. After that first year, there was a little bit of a pause, and we weren't really sure if we were going to be able to do it the second year. We had this conversation about what would be allowed on parking spots and what wouldn't, specifically in regards to religion, politics, looking at the LGBT community and what they could put on their spots. We stuck with the exact same guidelines that were distributed from the district level during the 25 school year.
For this incident, they took out the requirement of no political or religious items from the rules and allowed that to be applied to this revision opportunity. Whether or not that will remain next year that way or not moving forward is, again, still something that we are working on.
Some students believe it should have remained the same, while others are in agreement with it.
While, of course, I will always applaud civil disobedience in itself an act, and standing up for what you believe in, I think that's great. I think that the whole situation caused an unnecessary change in rules that was already fair enough to everyone involved. It makes it so that now people don't know where the line is because the line has been pushed when there was a very clear, solid stance before.
I understand some people may not agree with that, but I do think it is a good thing because I think a big thing in school is we're always taught to do the same thing. We're always taught to do what's right. So I believe schools should also be held to the same accountability of their government institution, and if they're not able to uphold the First Amendment, then I don't believe we're doing what's right.
When there are expectations that schools are given or provide to students, and we don't all apply those expectations equally amongst all of the high schools, then it causes discrepancies around what some kids are allowed to do and what some kids are not allowed to do, which gets in the way of some of their rights. So we have to make sure that we're implementing things appropriately, and in this case, those were not happening.
If there are any concerns about the new district-wide policy, you can reach out to the District 20 office. This has been Morgan Spooner reporting for KRAM.
Thanks to everyone that gave their opinions on this sensitive topic.
Next up, wrestling. A new season is beginning. The team just got a new look in the wrestling gym. Rogan has the story.
Wrestling is back in action, and with a little more style to prove it. Kick off your shoes and follow me as we find out how everybody feels about these new fabulous mats.
With a sport as impactful as wrestling is, you need mats to help cushion the blows, especially when our wrestlers are very passionate about what they do. Well, most of them, anyway.
I wrestled here last year for the first season as a freshman on varsity. I like wrestling quite a bit. I've been doing it for 4, almost 5 years now.
Just like as a whole, I hate it. It's like the worst sport ever. It just hurts a lot. It takes a lot out of your body to just do.
I like it. I mean, it's pretty fun. It's good, like cardio.
With the mats as ancient as they are, it was overdue for a glow up.
Kind of hard in some places, and they don't like protect you as well.
When you're wrestling, it like cuts you up.
The landings are a lot harder if you get thrown.
They're like all busted up. They're really dirty and like sticky.
The old mats are probably around 30 to 40 years old. Victory Life Church donated a large sum to help partner with the school in getting the new mats. And so it was a real blessing.
30 to 40 year mats? That's a lot of time, as you can imagine. And a lot of time to build up a lot of gross stuff. Probably would have been nice to know before I started doing, well, anything in here. With the new mats in place and thoroughly tested, let's see if it does any good.
Right now we've noticed they're like way softer than the old ones. So when you take an impact, it's really nice. Or when you're doing shots, you bounce a lot more instead of like really feeling how hard you're hitting the ground now.
I like the new mats. I feel like they're a lot like squishier, a lot cleaner, and a lot better looking. So they're a lot better to wrestle on.
I like them a lot. They're a lot softer than the old ones were.
Just a big shout out to we really appreciate the church and just the local community and all the support that they give us, and being able to do this for the wrestling room was a big deal.
Coaches and wrestlers alike are very proud of this new mat. It's a lot softer and will hurt less when you hit the ground on it. Hopefully Josh can enjoy wrestling more now that he doesn't risk breaking his pelvis. This has been Rogan Harris, signing off for Kram.
Good luck to the team this season. Their first home meet is on January 14th at 6 p.m. in the RHS gym.
You probably know that KRAM is our news broadcast station here at Rampart, but there is a more immediate form of journalism happening each week at our sporting events.
Caleb Ogier has the full story.
If you're watching this, then you've heard of KRAM. But did you know we have another branch of our program that focuses on live broadcast? Let's go take a look.
Hey, this is KRAM Sports Broadcasting.
Sports Broadcasting is a class taught here at Rampart that focuses on broadcasting live sports that are played across the school. But because I know so little, Mr. Morgan explains what the class is in more detail.
So sports broadcasting, unlike KRAM, focuses on live production. It is the most immediate form of journalism. It's a group of students here at Rampart that do live coverage of sporting events and even other events. But we have multi-camera produced, usually with commentary events where we're trying to create professional live productions.
These broadcasts take a lot of work to set up and understand. So let's hand it over to one of the officers to illustrate how these broadcasts work.
There's several different layers that make up a full broadcast. First of all is the camera. The camera sees what's going on. It then sends that over to what we call the hub. It's a switchboard, and we switch between the different cameras and angles to get what we want. It then goes through a computer to get the scoreboard on and any extra effects that go, and then it goes to the internet and goes through YouTube's live broadcast system.
These broadcasts take a lot of planning and understanding to fully perform, so the officers demonstrate what is necessary for these broadcasts to be perfect.
There's a lot of parts. You know, there's setting up, there's camera work, there's commentating, there's knowing the players, the sport, a lot of things. There's just a lot that goes into a broadcast.
It's a lot of coordination, and it's a lot of paying attention to what's going on. You have to be on top of everything, and if you aren't, then something messes up, and boom, everybody notices because it's live.
With a class full of fun and challenges, the students wanted to tell us what their favorite part of the class was.
My favorite part of the class is probably filming the games and hanging out with my friends during the broadcasting because it's just fun to be in control of the camera and be behind the scenes.
Probably how much time we have to work on each assignment and like getting each assignment done and like seeing the finished product.
Sports broadcasting is a class that has been offered at Rampart for only 11 years, but has made a major impact in our community. If you want to join the class, just remember that the class is only Gold 4. This has been Caleb Bozier, reporting for Kram.
You can select sports broadcasting as an elective during registration next semester if you want to be a part of the live broadcast team here at Rampart.
DECA had their district competitions this week. Kram sent a camera along with them.
Nelly Rivera-Trejo has the story.
Students in DECA have been hard at work preparing for the regional competition this Tuesday and cultivating essential business skills that will go beyond the classroom.
DECA is a program here at Rampart that focuses on marketing, finance, management, and hospitality within the wider field of business. Students had the opportunity to go to a regional competition in which they can network and gain valuable feedback and experience in their respective unique roles.
So I compete in accounting applications, and that just consists of a lot of keeping track of like financial records, and they'll have specific role plays for us to do things like journalize business transactions.
I am currently doing human resource management, so basically working on managing people, specifically in a business environment. And then my second one is franchise business plan, where I study various franchises and I curate a plan on how to create one of my own.
I'm in hotel lodging management. It's where I basically act like a manager for some sort of hotel or tourist destination, and I solve problems or like talk to the owner.
Preparing for districts comes with a lot of hard work and challenges.
We do like a thing called Role Play Fridays where we get an event and we pretend to like be in that situation and answer it. And we get some time to practice it.
First, you have to make sure you know your stuff. Since you're thinking on your feet a lot, if you don't know something, it's over for you.
It takes a lot of individual motivation to do really well. You need to actually take the time to go study on your own in like each event to do really well.
Through DECA, members can grow important academic and communication skills that will help them succeed in their future professional lives.
It has helped me grow a lot as a person because it helps me be more personable and communicate my ideas really well. And in an academic sense, it's helped me learn a lot about actual functioning of finances and how to apply that to the real world and to businesses.
I got to learn new terms. I thought that was really cool, like things I didn't know.
I think my favorite part about DECA is the fact that it's prepared me so well for life. Every single job interview I've had since I've joined DECA, I've immediately got offers and such. You have tons of opportunities. You get the opportunity to sometimes run concessions when we're not outsourcing it. You get the opportunity to meet new people, do new events, learn more about the business world, make new connections, and it's just a great opportunity overall, and it's a ton of fun.
If you're an underclassman, you should really think about joining DECA because it's really cool.
Congratulations to many of our DECA members who were recognized and awarded for their hard work at districts. Consider joining DECA next year if you're looking for fundamental and exciting business experience. This has been Nelly Rivera-Trejo reporting for Kram.
Congrats to DECA on their performance at the competition.
District 20 has recently changed the company supplying us with our food for school lunches. We took a look at what students think of the change and if they like the new food or not.
Chris Schrader has the story. At the start of the year, our district changed food providers. Let's get into it.
You may have noticed a change in the recent cafeteria food. For the past 4 years, Sodexo had been our main food provider, supplying well-balanced meals for students across the district. At the start of the 25-26 school year, Sodexo's contract ended and our district took on a new provider named Aramark, ultimately changing the foods brought to our cafeteria.
So the contract with our previous food provider ended. And so when that happens, they will put out something called a request for proposal, an RFP, out to any of the services that might provide us the same lunch service and allow those people to bid on our contract. When they did that process, they determined that they wanted to go with another company.
As a result, our cafeteria gained some new rules and restrictions along with the new food.
One major thing it changed was I am no longer able to put my hands in the heaters. I cannot take food out of the heaters, and I am now allowed in the back room of the
cafeteria?
So the new company hired the previous kitchen staff to stay on, so they really know how to like work the kitchen, do the things, provide for our kids. They're really good people. They know our expectations around how we treat kids here.
The new food has sparked new opinions, and each student feels differently about it and its taste.
Honestly, I think the school food's like kind of bad right now. I feel like they could work on it.
I feel like it's better than it was before, but it's still not great. Like, I feel like it depends on the meal, but most of the time it's not the best. It's just undercooked or either burnt.
The reason why I think they could work on it is because nobody really eats it. Like, if you can go off campus, you're going to go off campus and buy food. There's really no point in school food.
Obviously, there's some things that can change because a lot of people don't like it. Like me personally, like I eat it, but I would rather have something else sometimes, so.
The previous providers, honestly, I didn't even know we switched providers, so they're still both bad.
While this may have gone unnoticed to some, it's important to highlight the differences and make consumers aware of the change. We hope everyone likes the food from our new provider and appreciates all the work that goes into it. This has been Chris Schrader reporting for Kram.
If you feel like you want to learn more, contact the district and ask for information on the D20 food programs.
Before we leave you, Nolan Boatwright is here with this week's Stew Corner.
My name is Nolan Boatwright, and welcome to this week's Stew Corner. Starting off the holiday season, we have our annual door decorating contest. Now through December 12th, clubs or classes can decorate your doors with whatever holiday theme you choose. Judging will be on December 15th, and the winner will get a trophy. As you know, this week is our holiday spirit week, today being flannel. Tomorrow, wear your best holiday hats. On Wednesday, we are wearing purple for S2S. Later in the week, on Thursday, we have our Polar Express theme day, where you wear holiday pajamas. And finally, on Friday, we are closing off the week with our ugly sweater day. Make sure to show your Ram pride for the rest of the week. On Friday this week, Stuco is hosting this year's senior holiday breakfast. Come at 8 a.m. even if you have a partial. Reminder, it is seniors only in the Commons, and we are catering IHOP. Attendance is required. Finally, our yearbook is hosting a holiday photo booth in the Commons all week. You can sign up to get a professional picture taken on the yearbook Instagram page bio. Happy holidays, Rams. Have a great day.
Thanks, Nolan.
Thank you for joining us in another edition to Kram.
This has been Rogan Harris
and Sean Schrader reporting for Kram. Have a great week, Rams.
Caleb O'Sur has the full story.
Osier.
Osier.
Osier. Not Osier.
Oh, sure.
Osier.
First try, part 913.
Cramps.
I can speak.
Kram. I tilted my head really weirdly. But it's fine.
Rogan has the story.
Yeah, I do.